Good morning, friends. I am here to show you today how to make some simple whipped coffee. Woo! So I know that not everybody has these items at home. It is something you will have to seek out, but I will share all the ingredients and how to make it. First, I am boiling my hot water right there. Can you see it? And I just wanted to say, good morning, hello, and how are you? Early in the morning. In the morning. Do you do your dance? I don't know if you guys know that song, but it's like in my head every single morning because I have children. But yeah, it's a good one. Anyway, that is from Super Simple, and it's the Good Morning song. It is awesome. It gets stuck in your head. Anyway, the one thing that I recommend if you want it to last all day is a Yeti cup. These are really good for keeping all of your items cold all day. It does last when I put ice in it a few hours, so probably about 5 hours. I don't know. I drink coffee very, very slowly. I don't know about you, but if you drink coffee slowly, you're gonna want it to be cold and stay cold. So these are really great for that. And then you'll also need one of these lovely little gadgets. You can use a handheld mixer. It takes longer. And you can use, which a lot of people do, one of those KitchenAid mixers. Totally fine to do whatever works for you, but I find this is the easiest to clean method. It's the quickest, and I don't have to do any other extra stuff on top of it. So this is what I recommend. I realized that I could do this about, I don't know, a month after I started making these, and I'm obsessed with them. So it's very hard to have to pull out all that equipment, then clean it, and all of that jazz, when all you have to do is use this guy, which is battery operated, and then rinse it off in the sink, and you're done. Voila. So that is what I'm going to use. I don't know how other people do this. I learned this from somebody else, but I did my own version sort of thing. So this is a 1 teaspoon. This is all I need. I do about 5 scoops. I do the equal amount of white sugar, about 5 scoops. And this is the coffee that I use. You do want to use some, I don't know if that, there we go. You do want to use something that is a crystal. This is more of a powder when you get the Nescafe, but it does work. So that is something I recommend. Blonde and intense are awesome flavors. And you can do crystals. Those also do a really great job, and you can find some cheap ones out there so you don't have to spend a lot, but it really does work really well. Now, one of the main things is you do want to do equal parts of the sugar and the coffee because that makes it froth up. I've tried other versions. If I have a milk, which I usually use like a milk substitute, dairy-free version, like I like doing the soy milk or oat milk from the store, like the full fat oat milk. Those are great options, but the full fat oat milk has more sugar in it, so I don't use as much sugar in it, and then it doesn't froth up as much. But I gotta tell you that in order to make this coffee, you do want to use your frother. You don't want to just pour this in, pour that in, and mix it with hot coffee, hot water, whatever, and then you're done, because it does not taste the same. Oddly, it does not taste the same. So whipped coffee is really nice. Usually you will do it a little different than I'm going to do it today. You will usually mix it all in here, and you'll put ice in your cup, put some, and I'll put a picture on here. You'll put ice in your cup, you'll pour your milk or milk substitute over that, and then you will put this on top, which usually means once this is all frothed, I like to use a spatula to scoop it out on top of my milk. However, I don't do it that way because this is easier. I do mix mine. A lot of people like to let it settle and sit and do its little, makes beautiful little waves of the coffee inside of their milk, and then they drink it that way. I actually like to mix it all up together after it's been frothed and my milk has gone in here with the ice. I mix it all together. I love the flavor together. Everyone's different. Do you, whatever works for you is totally fine, but definitely have to froth it for it to taste the way it does. It's like a chemical reaction I cannot explain, but it's awesome. So here we go. I am able to do this right now is because my son is still sleeping this morning. He's not been feeling well, and as you can see, he is asleep. So because of that, I'm able to do this. I really wanted to show you guys because I think it's an awesome thing to do to make this coffee. And now that we've got our boiled water, I'm gonna go ahead and start the process for you. Let me show you how this works. So, boiled water. The hotter the better. It seems to froth up better if it's hot. So I'm gonna put you guys down here so you can actually see the whole process. Right, I may have an awkward view going on right now, but that's the way you guys are gonna be able to see what I'm doing. So you can ignore my face. I'm gonna take myself out of it, but I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. So I like to generally take this first. I like in this size of a cup, or about this size, 5 scoops. My son just popped his balloon in the living room, if you heard that pop noise.
I did not pop it.
You did not pop it? What popped it? What popped it? Was it the ceiling?
No.
Was it not your balloon? It was the other one?
No, it was mine.
Okay. I'm sorry that it popped. I'll get you a new one. Okay, so I'm gonna do 5 scoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I am going to do this, but I'm gonna get my milk because I don't remember how much this new oat milk that I have, how much sugar there is. Okay, so I have this version, which I really like, the Oatly. This has 7 grams of sugar. That's usually enough to not need one of the scoops of sugar. This one is 9 grams of sugar. So because of that, I am going to just add 1 less. Now it's not going to froth up as well, but it won't be super sugary, if that makes sense. I personally do not like my coffee to be overly sugary. Oh, and by the way, this one's a Trader Joe's version. I don't know if you can see that though. Trader Joe's oat beverage. I don't like my coffee to be overly sweet. When I go to Starbucks, things like that, I usually ask them to do less sugar in everything that I get. Sometimes no sugar. So I do like sugar in my coffee. I'm not one of those people who can drink it black. That just is way too bitter for me. But I do ask for less. So if you like it really sweet, definitely do the equal parts. 1 teaspoon of the coffee, 1 teaspoon of the sugar. I don't, so I'm gonna just remove one of those. But if you have everything equal, it will froth up really nicely and really thick. And also the frothiness is harder to drink. So for me, it kind of works out better to not have to drink all that froth. And mixing it in for me also helps that, so that I'm not like sipping on a lot of air, if that makes sense. But it is delicious and I do recommend it. Usually people will drink this beverage with a straw because I'm putting it in here. That's why I don't like as much froth, because that's what I get when I take a sip, is a lot of froth. Anyway, hopefully those tips make sense and help. And here we go with the sugar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I put 5 of the coffee crystals, I'm putting 4 of that just so that it's not so sweet. Now, important part, equal parts water as well. but I'm gonna do it with the 5 because that is how much coffee we have in there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to take my trusty mixer. This one's by Bonson Kitchen. Never knew. But the faster the better too. It will do a better job. This is basically what will happen. It does usually get a lot more foamy because I didn't add as much sugar. It's more watery looking instead of foamy. But it does the job. It's done its chemical reaction, and now I'm going to add my milk. Fill it to the top. And then, as I said, I'm going to mix mine. Typically, you won't. You'll just pour all of the whipping on top of your coffee in another cup, already filled with ice, already filled with milk, and then it sits as a nice layer on top of the coffee, or on top of the milk, sorry, and then it kind of dribbles down and does a beautiful effect of like marbleization, and you put a straw inside and drink it that way. This is my version. I think this is easier, especially if you're on the go and you're not drinking it at home. I oftentimes will go out with my kids, and this is how I bring it with me. So I'm going to mix mine. This is the beauty that is whipped coffee when it's mixed together. Because I always add way too much milk to mine, mine's a little bit full. I'm gonna have to taste test it before I put my lid on, otherwise it won't fit. It's deliciously smooth. It's incredibly intense to me, but it's really good. I love espresso, and I never knew that I really liked it until I made this version that somebody online had mentioned, and ever since I've been so obsessed with it. So I hope you try it. Please let me know in the comments below if you like it, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, what you might change if you were to do it, or if you did it and you liked something that you did, please let me know. And also please hit the subscribe button below, and I'm going to add more videos of different things. I have some good suggestions and tips and tricks, and I'm a parent and you know how that is. There's lots of things to know about that, and I'll see if I can't help somebody out there with something that might be useful. Anyways, ta-ta for now. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sun even though there's none here, at least not today. It is gray. I know you can't see that. Yeah, anyways, I love you guys, and I will see you soon in my next video. Take care. Bye.